Everybody, this is Tommy at Capital Discount Nutrition. Today I wanted to talk about Garden of Life's Herbal Immune Balance. This is their daily formula. You can take this every day along with your multivitamin. You do 2 a day, and this is really effective at stimulating your immune system, helping with the proliferation of your friendly microorganisms in your digestive system. It's great to take in the winter season to keep your immune system functioning optimally. It can have a real positive effect on modulating the immune system. You hear a lot about modulating the immune system and stimulating immunomodulatory molecules. These have the ability to boost your immune system, and if it's active, too active, where you can run the risk of an immune-mediated destruction of certain parts of your body, which is called an autoimmune disease, it can modulate it to bring it down to where it needs to be. Or if your immune system is underactive, it brings it right back up. So it kind of has a homeostatic regulation where it can kind of balance things out. And that's the key, is balancing your immune system. Scientists and doctors are both in agreement that most people have immune dysfunction, some kind of an immune dysfunction. And taking certain herbs, especially like this formula, can help modulate the immune system so it's functioning optimally. So this way, you can prevent colds and flus, prevent autoimmune diseases, and more or less just have that overall sense of well-being. And you feel good when your immune system is functioning optimally, and increases the host defense. Most people never look at it, but we're actually our host to viruses and bacteria, and this can naturally keep things in balance, and that's the key. So the immune balance from Garden Life. Now, some of the ingredients in here are very effective. The Epicor, which is fermented yeast. Epicor naturally helps modulate the immune system, and has an ability to modulate the innate and adapted immune system. It can actually help increase your adapted immune system, which is antigen recognition, to prevent colds and flus. A powerful mushroom blend of medicinal mushrooms like reishi, shiitake. These are very potent for increasing natural killer cell activity. Natural killer cells can actually assist stress cells in the body and go after opportunistic pathogens without having to conform to any kind of tissue compatibility. So unlike the adapted immune system, the innate immune system, which is the older part of the immune system, is really our first line of defense against any invading opportunistic pathogens. They can go after toxic microorganisms and just more or less protect your body from any kind of infection. And we, can fall prey to 4 types of infections. Most commonly bacterial and viral, but there's also protozoan and fungal. Protozoan, is very rare. Fungal, yes, you can, definitely fall prey to that. And then bacterial and viral, which are more likely to occur. And, in the winter season, we're looking more at viruses, the colds and the flu, especially influenza. Many people have a lot of fear about influenza, especially the elderly. While taking the immune balance with the Epicor and the medicinal mushrooms can increase the host defense, can increase your immune system to prevent infection, any kind of viral infection in the body. So it gets your viral load down, gets your bacterial load down, boosts overall feelings of well-being, because when your immune system is functioning, you feel good. There's selenium, zinc, vitamin D3, which has 2,000 IU. One of the biggest questions that I get in the stores is, am I taking too much vitamin D3? Well, to kind of give you a perspective, every single tissue in your body has a receptor for vitamin D3. Thus, it's a hormone, not a vitamin. As far as toxicity from taking too much vitamin D3, there's very little literature as far as taking too much. More or less, our bodies, our body is so dependent on vitamin D3 that it's really hard to run the risk of vitamin D3 toxicity from taking too much. 2,000 IU is great to have. They use it in almost every one of their formulas. Their multivitamins have 2,000 IU. It's Garden of Life. So if you're taking a 5,000 IU, it's completely fine. You're not going to run the risk of toxicity. That's completely safe. The selenium and zinc are going to be really good for helping boost your immune system and to keep it functioning optimally. The medicinal mushrooms, they're little pharmaceutical factories. They have that long-chain sugars, the polysaccharides, which are not going to affect your blood glucose levels, but they're actually going to help with the proliferation of friendly microorganisms, your friendly bacteria, which police the bad bacteria. They help assist in peristaltic movements, boosting the immune system, feeding all your immune cell lines, and polysaccharides can supply the body with energy. Especially short-chain fats are produced from polysaccharides, so the medicinal mushrooms are really good for boosting the immune system, helping increase immunosurveillance, and then also helping and give your body that energy, that cellular vitality. So you feel the vitality and the vigor, and you feel the immune boosting properties of it. There's a 60 capsule, and that, or caplets, and then there is a, oh, I'm sorry, this is the 120 caplets, my apologies, and then this is the 60 caplets. Both of these are vegetarian caplets. Almost all Garden of Life products, almost every single one of Garden of Life products are formulated for people with functional bowel disorders, so they're completely safe, they're completely absorbable, so there's no other ingredients in there. Anything that I missed, there's Bacillus Coagulants 1 billion. Now Bacillus Coagulans is a very interesting probiotic strain. This can actually go after toxic microorganisms, so it's very beneficial to prevent any kind of infection, especially from any bad bacteria that's coming in the system. Unfortunately, the environment is full of, free radicals. There's a lot of viruses, a lot of bacteria. We can't avoid these things. So our defense against, these kinds of infections is boosting the immune system and feeding the immune system. And also it's important to keep in mind that, taking a daily immune booster is great, but your diet is very important. In the future I'm going to do some more videos on the diet, but to kind of give you guys some perspective, you can use any other Garden of Life products like their Perfect Food or their raw protein. These are great because 80% of our energy goes into digesting food. That only leaves 20%. So that can put you at risk for immunosuppression. So that can occupy the immune system and occupy the body in trying to break down and liquefy the food that you're consuming. So if you're consuming raw food, food that's nutrient dense, your immune system will function optimally, you'll feel better, your energy levels will be up, and you'll be less likely to contract any bacterial or viral infection. So the Garden of Life Herbal Immune Balance Daily, this is very effective, and you can use this every single day. Great product. I'm getting tons of good feedback on it. Some of the feedback that I'm getting is that people are not getting colds and flus where they usually were. There was a reduction in sinus infections, definitely a reduction in just the average cold that goes around and it's passed around in the winter season. Some of the theories of why people get sick in the winter is the cold weather makes it a perfect environment for the cold virus to exist and to just proliferate. Doesn't like humidity. There's also another theory that there's more positive ions in the environment and not enough negative ions. So that's another reason why you're more susceptible. So again, keeping your immune system strong is really important. So in the medicinal mushrooms, the epicor, which is the fermented yeast in here, can modulate the immune system and keep it functioning optimally. And keep in mind too, drink a lot of water. That's one of the most overlooked things too, that people don't do enough of. I think just because it's so accessible, but it's an essential nutrient, and it's an essential element that we need, just like air. So we have, there's a theory in, medicine that we have a solvent-based metabolism, not a solute-based metabolism. So that means that we're having a primary, dehydration, surveillance in the system where the body, is sensing, when we're dehydrated. And unfortunately, thirst signals the threshold for thirst signals decline as we age. And many people feel hungry when they're actually thirsty. So getting enough water is really important to move all that waste, all the toxins, to eliminate them out of the system, assist the immune system, as it's removing all this extracellular junk and debris out of the system. So drink plenty of water. Eat good quality foods. If you need a meal replacement, again, visit any one of our 4 locations. We have the Garden of Life, the Perfect Food, and the raw proteins. And I'll do more videos on what foods that you can do and to kind of give you guys some perspectives on what can be good to keep your digestive system functioning and help increase resting metabolic rate for weight loss and everything else. Thank you for watching, and please visit us at any one of our 4 locations. Thank you.